with Star Times Double Double Upgrade promo. To enjoy this double double offer, recharge 2 months of Nova and enjoy 2 months of Classic. Recharge 2 months of Basic and enjoy 2 months of Super. Recharge 2 months of Classic and enjoy 2 months of Super plus 7 days extra. Recharge 2 months of Super and enjoy 2 months plus 15 days extra. Enjoy top movies and series and also live sport action like La Liga, Bundesliga and so much more. The promo is available to both antenna and dish customers. Promo runs from April 15th to May 30th, 2025. Terms and conditions apply. Don't miss out. Recharge now and enjoy double savings, double entertainment, and double upgrades with the Star Times Double Double Upgrade promo. Star Times. Enjoy digital life.
It's a place very close to you, a place easily accessible in a serene environment with adequate security. Ade Super Hotels Limited is the place with the state-of-the-art facility, spacious car park, air-conditioned rooms and suites with modern toilet facility, standard swimming pool, well-stocked indoor and outdoor baths, boardroom for corporate meetings, halls for all kinds of events and parties, a gymnasium equipped with up-to-date facilities, restaurants that provide local and continental dishes with special services for banquet and buffet. Laundry services are also available. At Ade Super Hotels Limited, you are assured of 24 hours power supply as well as best ever reception that you can imagine. Ade Super Hotel is located at Elisha Road, PO Box 3028, Akure, Ondo State. Telephone 0803 440 4358, 034 206 855. Email adesuperhotels@yahoo.com. Website www.adesuperhotels.com. Ade Super Hotels Limited, hotel with passion for maximum comfort.
This Easter, get ready for double the excitement, double the fun, and double the enjoyment with Star Times Double Double Upgrade promo. To enjoy this double double offer, recharge 2 months of Nova and enjoy 2 months of Classic. Recharge 2 months of Basic and enjoy 2 months of Super. Recharge 2 months of Classic and enjoy 2 months of Super plus 7 days extra. Recharge 2 months of Super and enjoy 2 months plus 15 days extra. Enjoy top movies and series and also live sport action like La Liga, Bundesliga and so much more. The promo is available to both antenna and dish customers. Promo runs from April 15th to May 30th, 2025. Terms and conditions apply. Don't miss out. Recharge now and enjoy double savings, double entertainment, and double upgrades with the Star Times Double Double Upgrade promo. Star Times. Enjoy digital life.
Good evening, and you're welcome to this week's edition of News Diary. News Diary is the compilation of fresh reports and some of the ones that made headlines in the course of the week. We will go on a short break. News Diary returns with the news of the day. Now the news. Vice President Kashim Shettima has called for stronger international collaboration to advance Nigeria's Human Capital Development 2.0 strategy. He made the call while attending a virtual high-level roundtable on the sidelines of the 2025 World Bank IMF spring meetings. State House correspondent Abdurrahman Jibrila reports.
The success of the HCD 2.0 hinges on data-driven, evidence-based interventions and sustained political will. Vice President Kashim Shettima reaffirmed the commitment of the Tinubu administration to position human potential at the heart of national development. The HCD 2.0 program is designed to elevate Nigeria's human capital index and equip Nigeria to face both national and global challenges, including climate change and digital transformation. The Vice President pointed out that the meeting was necessitated by the urgency to invest in the Nigerian people and by the recognition that true national wealth is found not in natural resources but in human potential.
The story of HCD 2.0 is a story that would have been told differently without each of you here. This is why we must stand together as partners and refuse to be held hostage by the accidents of history that have stalled the promise of this great nation. We are more than excited to compare notes with the race of the world, and we are grateful to the World Bank and all stakeholders for sharing our ambition. 1 out of every 4 black men is a Nigerian, and by 2050, Nigeria will be the third most populous nation on earth. Our population will reach 440 million.
The Nigerian Vice President also reaffirmed the administration's resolve to remain transparent and result-oriented to achieve measurable outcomes, calling on the World Bank and other development partners to support the availability of disaggregated state-level human capital index data to enable more targeted interventions.
We have the potential, but we need to translate those potentials into realities. We need your support. We need your partnership, a partnership that works on a pedestal of mutual respect and anchored on maturity and togetherness.
The World Bank representatives at the meeting committed to strengthening the bank's partnership with Nigeria to improve the country's human capital index and proposed senior-level stakeholders' engagement to identify optimal areas for technical support. From the State House, Abraham Jibrila, NTA News.
Muslims have been urged to look out for the new moon of Zulqa'dah 1446 AH on Sunday 27th April 2025, which corresponds to the 29th day of Shawwal 1446 AH. A statement by the Chairman Advisory Committee on Religious Affairs, Professor Sambo Wali Jannadu, Wazir in Sokoto, requested Muslims to search for the new crescent. It urged them to report any sightings to their nearest district or village head for onward communication to the Sultan of Sokoto and President General, Nigeria's Supreme Council for Islamic Affairs, Saad Abubakar. For stories trending in the sporting world, let's join Peter Oibo on Sports Update.
Let's begin by telling you that the National Sports Commission says it will work with various sports stakeholders to ensure grassroots development of the sector. Chairman Shehu Diko stated this at the closing ceremony of the 3 days annual National Junior Swimming Championship Tag Swim for Life, designed for young swimmers aged 8 to 15. IC Malice of Ikoyi Club, Lagos, emerged as the overall winner among the 150 swimmers drawn from various clubs.
So this is great for us to have a forum for children to showcase themselves, their talents, and for us to start preparing, getting the talents we will put in camp for the next year Youth Olympics.
Very young kids are here giving out their best, and you could see that the future of swimming in Nigeria is going to be great.
Meanwhile, in a significant development for the Nigerian badminton, the president of the Badminton Federation of Nigeria, Francis Obi, has been elected as a member of the Badminton World Federation Council. This remarkable achievement not only highlights Obi's dedication and contributions to the growth of badminton in Nigeria and Africa, but also marks a proud moment for the entire Nigerian sporting community. Elsewhere, the need for all Nigerians to keep fit irrespective of their work and social life has been described as non-negotiable. This was the message at the quarterly walk and jog exercise organized by the News Agency of Nigeria on Saturday in Abuja. The exercise, which took participants from the News Agency of Nigeria headquarters to the Eagle Square and back to the starting point, the managing director says it is a deliberate effort to keep the workforce fit.
In the last 1 hour now, we worked for about 5 kilometers. I was measuring in less than 70 minutes. The camaraderie, and we are building team spirit.
Is to also strategize and tell the general public to obey road traffic rules and regulations.
And now to football, as Chelsea look to strengthen their position in the race for the Premier League's top 5 when they welcome Everton to Stamford Bridge in Saturday's early kickoff. While in other games, Ipswich Town face a daunting task at the square-off with Newcastle United. Brighton battles West Ham. Staying on football, the Copa del Rey final between Real Madrid and Barcelona is set to showcase top-notch football as these Spanish football giants meet for the 3rd time this season. This highly anticipated showdown marks the first Copa final between the two sides in 11 years and their 260 competitive match. With Sport Updates, Peter Oibo, NTA News.
You're still watching News Diary. We shall go on another break. News Diary returns shortly.
Things are worth waiting for, and for those who crave and wait, the experience is truly memorable. Introducing the new Dano evaporated milk, a creamy, tasty, nourishing way to start your day.
Very creamy and delicious. Now that's worth the wait.
Try Dano Full Cream and Dano Cool Cow evaporated milk and taste the Dano difference. Sometimes great things are worth waiting for, and for those who crave and wait, the experience is truly memorable. Introducing the new Dano evaporated milk, a creamy, tasty, nourishing way to start your day.
Very creamy and delicious. Now that's worth the wait.
Try Dano Full Cream and Dano Cool Cow evaporated milk and taste the Dano difference.
You're welcome back. You can also watch us on our social media handles on Facebook and YouTube at Nta Akure. Now to some of the reports that made headlines in the course of the week. Nigerians have been urged to support locally made products as a strategic move to boost the nation's gross domestic product (GDP) and reduce over-reliance on imported goods. This appeal was made during a strategic focus group meeting held in Akure during the week at the instance of the National Agency for Science and Engineering Infrastructure, NASENI, where stakeholders addressed the persistent challenge of low patronage of made-in-Nigeria goods. The report. To promote technological advancement through indigenous innovation, the National Agency for Science and Engineering Infrastructure, NASENI, convened a gathering of key stakeholders in the technology and manufacturing sectors. The forum aimed to address the challenges hampering the acceptance and patronage of locally made products and to explore actionable solutions for increased national support.
Our activities is more or less based on local technology.
The Deputy Director of Engineering of NASENI, Alasolu Joseph, emphasized the importance of such engagement, noting that creating platform for dialogue is crucial in identifying obstacles and charting a path forward for indigenous technological growth.
The significance of this group meeting now is to foster a new way, process of doing things through indigenous technology. It's a way to tap ideas, look at the challenges we have, provide solutions to them, and ensure that we remove the gap so that we can start to make made in Nigeria goods, not even for Nigerian market, but also for export.
Other participants at the forum shared insights, experiences, and strategies to boost confidence in and demand for locally produced goods. They highlighted the need for stronger collaboration between government, private sector, and consumers to enhance the visibility and competitiveness of indigenous products.
Naseni is a program that all these youth they are talking about having no job. Naseni can actually make sure that it makes things go on well with them. You understand me? And I've told them that there should be serious advocacy from Naseni about this program. You understand me? They are manufacturing machines. They are doing a lot of good ideas.
The way forward is that government should fully create interest and fund research in the institutions.
If we can get good equipment, it will also affect quality of our product. And trust me, a lot of Nigerians are keen into made in Nigeria. All we need to do is we need to do more to get the word out.
NASENI, a strategic intervention agency of the federal government, is tasked with fostering a robust and responsive science and engineering infrastructure. In Akure. Well-meaning Nigerians and corporate organizations have been called upon to support nation building by initiating empowerment programs aimed at reducing poverty among vulnerable groups. This appeal was highlighted during an empowerment program in the course of the week organized by the Tomiwa Aregbesola Foundation in partnership with the St. Gabriel Skill and Acquisition and Empowerment Foundation. Ifeoluwa Omoshule reports.
Some of the beneficiaries of the empowerment program, who are mainly youths from across the 6 local government areas in the Central Senatorial District of Ondo State, have acquired various skills such as barbing, tailoring, makeover, hairdressing, and digital innovation. The beneficiaries were supported with various equipment in order to be self-reliant.
This is a very good thing. We encourage so many other Ondo and Akure indigenes to emulate this.
Related beneficiaries who expressed appreciation to the Tomiwa Aregbesola Foundation and St. Gabriel Skill Acquisition and Empowerment pledged to make judicious use of the equipment.
I'm very happy for what they have done to me, and I just like the makeup items.
Hey, thank you. I'm very grateful for this opportunity, and God will continue to bless them and enrich them more.
I want to appreciate them, sincerely speaking. If you can cause this thing in the market, you know it's very good thing they've done for us. They have given us a step to move ahead.
The founder of Tomiwa Aregbesola Foundation, while applauding the graduates for their resilience, also encouraged them to harness the skill acquired to contribute their quota to the economy of the nation.
All these things, we've given you the opportunity, you have the platform now, and you have the equipment with which to work. Go and fly. Go and fly and be meaningful contributors to society.
I want to congratulate the new graduates for having free skill, free graduation without collecting money from them.
Some widows were also empowered with cash gifts. Tomiwa Aregbesola Foundation is a non-governmental organization dedicated to economic empowerment, capacity building, social inclusion towards building an egalitarian society. In Akure, Ifeoluwa Omoshule, NTA News.
The Assistant Inspector General of Police Zone 17, Musbah Ajani, has assured of partnership with communities in the area of community policing to rid Ondo and Ekiti states of crimes and criminalities. The AIG stated this while briefing journalists during the week on his assumption of office in Akure, Ondo State. Abiola Ariyo reports.
The AIG Zone 17, who is in charge of Ondo and Ekiti states, said his mandate is to make states under his jurisdiction unsafe haven for criminals, while stressing that this can be achieved through collective efforts by all and sundry, while calling for security consciousness by members of the public through community policing. The AIG assured that immense patrol of the nooks and crannies of the state will be evolved to make situation difficult for perpetrators of crimes and criminalities.
We want to implore the public. We seek for their cooperation in area of giving information and physical support.
On the challenge of kidnappings, the AIG said, although it has reduced in the states, but gave an assurance that police will not relent in its effort at ensuring that Ondo and Ekiti states become unsafe for evildoers.
With the record that I met and the one that started when I resumed, the rate of kidnapping has drastically reduced. And what we did is community policing. And I've gone around, I've met community leaders, and they have promised that they are ready to cooperate with us.
AIG Musibao Omolabi Ajani, who hails from Ibadan, Oyo State, assumed duty as the new AIG Zone 17 on the 8th of March 2025 in Akure, Abiola Rio, NTA News.
Efforts to bridge the gap in primary healthcare delivery in Ondo State are gaining momentum as the state government is stepping up infrastructural development with the establishment of medical laboratories and installation of modern electrification systems in selected healthcare centers across the state. Ifeolu Amoshele has the details.
Healthcare system remains a vital pillar in safeguarding the health and well-being of citizens, primarily through early detection, prompt treatment and prevention of diseases. Recent statistics revealed that nearly 70% of Nigerians rely on primary healthcare centers as their first point of contact for medical services. A visit to some primary healthcare centers in Akure confirmed this, as a good number of residents were seeking various forms of medical attention. Ondo State Primary Healthcare Framework, designed to make health services more accessible, consists of 604 centers strategically located across the 203 political wards.
Make it mandatory that all pregnant women and children under 5 months access our health facilities without paying a kobo.
Despite this wide coverage, concerns continue to mount over the quality of services rendered, particularly in the area of manpower.
I want them to give people more attention because I think the level of staff here is not that much, but we are still appreciative with their support.
The way they are using their services here, they are okay, and they are really trying. But the only problem they have is that delay.
As efforts are being geared towards boosting manpower in the education sector, many residents and experts alike are hopeful that the health sector will receive similar attention, as such measures will go a long way in strengthening the state's primary healthcare system. In Akure, Ifeolu Amoshele, NTA.
Soft loans and empowerment initiatives have been identified as key catalysts for enhancing women's contributions to nations building. This was the position of several stakeholders in Akure who spoke during the week on the critical roles women play in the development of the nation. Toyin Batire reports.
Vital roles in nation building, contributing to economic growth, social progress and political stability through their participation in various sectors like agriculture, education, leadership, thereby empowering communities.
Women are caregivers, they are homemakers, home builders, and they are also have their own parts in contributing to the economic development of the nations. We know that women are also playing their role creditably well in taking care of children, taking care of fathers, taking care of families.
In agriculture, you give women role, give them loans in every agricultural aspect. They go into their farms. By the time they go into farming, they do good agricultural activities. They bring up good products, good agricultural product out. At the end of the day, goods and services will be cheap in the market today. And also women supporting women is a highly placed role for every woman.
Women are nation builder in that we take care of our husbands, take care of our children. We are the one that is always at home to direct and lead our children so that they can become a better person in the society.
Despite their significant contributions, women often face challenges varying from gender inequality and discrimination, among others limiting their opportunities and hindering their progress.
Most women do not have enough resources to actualize their roles compared with men. They also have challenges regarding education. Many women do not have access to education. Access to good health is also part of the challenges.
When those things are not being met, that is a very, very huge disadvantage for them, especially when the government do not support women.
We have career women that will take care of their children, but the time they work at the office is much longer, so they don't have time to take care of the children. So we have finance too. There is no amount of money that you can give to a woman that will be enough to take care of the children, because salary scale these days it's not up to anything.
Investing in women's education and health care is key towards unlocking their potential for national development.
Women should be empowered. No woman should sit down without doing anything. Every woman should be empowered, should have a skill, should be able to do something to earn a living.
When the woman supports the other woman, the woman of course will stand firm. And their roles are to ensure that everything is being managed well.
If they are given shorter time in the offices so that they can go back home to take care of the children, so that we can have good children in society, that one will help. And finance is all around. If government can increase salaries and help us in the market space.
The stakeholders also believe that encouraging women's participation in politics and leadership roles is crucial towards ensuring that their voices are heard and their interests are represented. Nta Akure, Nta News.
Deforestation has significant implications for the economy, prompting calls for greater collaboration between the government and stakeholders to protect forest resources. In this special report, Nta Akure examined the economic impact of deforestation. Forests are vital and contribute significantly to regulating the climate, providing a diverse habitat for various plant and animal species, many with economic values for industries like pharmaceuticals, ecotourism, and genetic researches. According to an assessment by a coalition of environmental organizations, about 6.6 million hectares of forest were lost globally in 2022, an increase of 4% compared with 2021, and this, experts say, can result in habitat loss and fragmentation, leading to declines in biodiversity and the loss of potential economic benefits.
When you remove the forest, you can replace it with roads, with buildings, with farmland, with pastures, with all manner of things. And these are economic activities. You may construct roads, you may have buildings, several other things that impact deforestation. So when the economy is buoyant, deforestation is impact in a particular way. And when the economy is not buoyant also, deforestation is also impacted in a particular way.
Investigations also identify Nigeria as one of the top nations globally experiencing high rates of annual forest loss, with economic development pressures and the long-term cost often not taken into consideration.
When we remove the forest, then there is global warming, there's climate change because of deforestation. And when the climate changes, when temperature increases, then it becomes uncomfortable. In fact, we have a saying, and that saying is correct. The day the last tree is cut, the last man will die. The trees in the forest produce oxygen on which human beings depend. So if you remove oxygen, then we can't live again. Then the trees remove carbon dioxide from the atmosphere and give us oxygen. Up till 1970, Nigeria was the second largest exporter of wood in Africa. Now we are nowhere to be found. In fact, we hardly export. There was a ban before, but the ban has been lifted. Even at that, there's hardly anything to export now. So we are losing a lot of money. We used to be the highest exporter of things like like Ogbono, for example. But because the trees are aging and dying and people are cutting them, today we even hardly have enough to take care of ourselves.
You know, the forest is a place where the wild animal, hide their heads. So by the time you remove all these trees, you will discover that you have affected the habitation of the animals, and therefore the animals, they will be running away from the environment. And if time is not taken, we discover that at the end of the day, there will be no wild animals in our forest. So the impact of it, and we all know the usefulness of animals that are living in the bush to the economy. Sometimes we used to put them in zoo where people come and pay money as a form of tourism.
While deforestation has documented negative economic impact, some argued the positive economic effect.
The forest is home of natural resources. So the natural resources that are there, when you deforest the place, you start to exploit them. It's there we find mining. We have areas where we have mining, areas we have the different species of trees. Obeche, mahogany, all these things will be taken to the sawmill for the purpose of building houses and bringing development to the society. So the positive impact of deforestation is that it helps to bring development to the society.
Overall, the economic impacts of deforestation are multifaceted and can have far-reaching consequences for both local communities and national economies. Experts believe it is crucial to prioritize the preservation of the forest for the well-being of the environment and livelihood sustainability. In Akure. And that's all we have for you on this week's edition of News Diary. Join us again next week Saturday for another exciting edition. Good evening.
Found everywhere. When you're looking